Hi Virgo, welcome to your week ahead tarot with me, Raphael from Radiant Reality. It's an absolute pleasure to have you. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for joining me. Quick note, these readings are for your sun, moon and ascendant sign. So whether you're a sun, moon or rising sign Virgo, this is for you. And I always advise that you watch all three to get a clearer, more complete picture of how they're going to speak to you. With that said, remember they are general readings. Not everything's going to resonate with everybody, and that is just fine. You should always use your own discernment. Happy damn birthday to you. I truly hope you have a wonderful solar return. Remember to fill the day of your birthday with a little bit of everything that you want this entire year ahead to have in it for you. Your imprint in the universal energies with all of the good things that you want in your life, okay? So your key to the week this week is the Tower card. I know a lot of you are like, oh crap, here we go. Don't worry too much about this. I'm not saying it's not, you know, the Tower card, because it is what it is. But I actually feel like this is a bombshell that is kind of dropped on you this week. So, I'm just trying to think. A sibling comes out. You're a parent, one of the kids decides to move out. You are, I don't know, married, and your partner comes to you and says, I want us to move to the other side of the country. There's some piece of information that comes in this week that is kind of like just absolutely rocks your world. And you're like, okay, need a minute to process. It's not a problem. It's not an issue. Like, none of the things that I mentioned are really that big a deal, let's be honest. But, you know, they will take a moment of adjustment. So be aware of that this week, because it's obviously the key to the week. It suggests that in all of these different sectors of life, there's going to be some sort of information that comes through that you're like, okay, I don't really know what to do with this, so I have to take a minute in order to process. As always, I would like to bless my deck of cards with all forms of love, light, peace, prosperity and abundance. And I pray that the messages that come through are ultimately clear and concise, and they help you on your path to your highest vibrational good. So your key to the month, your actions and options card, I apologise, is the Nine of Cups. Beautiful. So look at that, right? This could be like the Nine of Cups coupled with the Tower card is usually something that is shared with us, something that shows up for us very much by surprise. It's a really great thing, but it is very disruptive. If you're a partner, if you're partnered, married or in long-term commitments and you're of the childbearing age, this could be, you know what, like life is good, our businesses are going great, or our jobs are going awesome, you know, everything is grand. Oh, okay, and we're pregnant. Wow. You know what I mean? It's a really great thing, but it's turning your world upside down. That's one way that this could play out. Another way, because you've got the Nine of Cups here as well, another way that that might show up for you is something that you asked for, that you wanted, that you had worked towards, but never happened or never showed up. So you say, okay, you know what, that obviously wasn't the path, I move on from it. And then bam, this thing shows up this week for you all of a sudden, and you're like, oh my gosh, like this is what I wanted, this is what I worked towards. As an example, let's say you go for a job, it's your dream job, it's the thing that you wanted, you know, it's absolutely amazing, and you don't get it. And you're like, okay, cool, no problem. You take a job at another place, you end up really loving it, you're settled in, it's great, it's wonderful, and now all of a sudden the dream job shows up. That's disruptive. Right? And it's something that you want, something that you really wanted or really truly desired. For your communications and conversations, you've got the Tower card. There is going to be a conversation, a piece of information that is shared with you that is going to rock your world this week. And when you have this conversation, double hit of the Tower card, you are going to probably be like, okay, I need to process. For a lot of you, this is likely to come through the work, through the job, through the profession. For those of you that are studying or in some form of academia, this could literally be where you decide to walk out of a course, where you decide, actually, you know what, I don't want to study anymore. For some of you, you could be putting down books, you could be letting go of a course. It would take something pretty big for a Virgo to stop studying. So I'm guessing it will be something relatively, large. When it comes to those of you that are employed by somebody else, this could literally be, I touch wood, I hope I'm wrong, maybe your company goes bust. It could be that your dream job now gets in touch with you and says, look, we've got this position that's opened up again. We would really like to consider you for it. If that's the case and you do consider it and you're really happy where you are, negotiate your tushy off. Like, if you're going to make me the second choice and now you're coming to me because you need me and you know that I'll be able to do the job, you better come with that money. Hey, listen, just my 2 pence. For those of you that are business owners, entrepreneurs, solopreneurs, look, I'll be really honest with you. Again, I touch wood. This could be a problem with a website. Maybe it goes down. Maybe there's a challenge with it. Maybe some link or something that you put out is not working. It's very much a possibility. For those of you that are business owners and you have employees, this could be where somebody walks out. And it could be very much by surprise, maybe you knew it was coming, but you just weren't sure when. And this is the week where they say, actually, you know what, I'm leaving. Maybe they're required to give a month and they say, actually, I'm leaving next week. I hope I'm wrong on that front. When it comes to those of you that are retired and no longer working, when is a dream opportunity not a dream opportunity? Let's say somebody says to you, I've got a spare ticket to go to Vegas for the weekend. And at the same time, a family member says, we really need you here for your support for XYZ. Do you know what I mean? It's like your once in a lifetime chance or trip. I mean, maybe not if you're in the US already, but you get my drift. And this, I kind of feel like a lot of you might be torn in 2 different directions this week. For your love and relations, you've got the 10 of Cups. I'm calling babies, okay? I mean, you've got the 9 of Cups, you've got the 10 of Cups. This is, right? Maybe it's not expected. Maybe it's not what you considered. Maybe it's not what you wanted, but look, how can you, like, the 9 and 10 of Cups with the double tower, like, this is just, it's love, it's happiness, it's joy, it's complete fucking upheaval, because it's like, wait, what, we're pregnant? Or maybe you know you're pregnant and you find out you're having twins or triplets, and it's like, okay, this is still great. It could be one of those moments. Another way that this might show up for you as well, like I said, maybe your partner says, look, I love you, it's us till the wheels fall off, but I want to move. I don't want to be here anymore. It could be one of your children decides to move away. For some of you, especially if you're at that age, this could be where one of your kids comes to you and says you're going to be a grandparent, which, that's lovely. I just can't stress to you enough. This is one of those times where the tower isn't necessarily as bad. Because if you've been with me long enough, you know I am all about the woo-woo. I love the woo-woo, but we also keep our feet on the ground. If you're a part of the Reydiant reality community, that is how we do things, right? We love all of that stuff, but we keep our feet firmly on the ground. One of the challenges that you could come up against here, even though it's not in the money and material sector, because the 10 of Cups represents the home, this could be a problem with the electrics of the home. All right, so watch out for that. And then finally, for your money and materials, you've got the 4 of Pentacles. Please, 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 when it comes to your banking apps, online banking, telephone banking, please mind passwords. Any of that kind of stuff this week that you're having to do, be extra careful and extra vigilant with it. For those of you that are saving, your savings this week, it's not that they're compromised, but it might be that you end up having to dip into them for potentially what is a really great opportunity or something that you hadn't expected. So there's that aspect of it. Because you've got the Tower card with the 4 of Pentacles and the 10 of Cups, it's likely to be, so there's a couple of ways this could play out. In a community sense, this would likely be an earthquake, one that potentially comes close to the home. On a more personal level, this could be the electrics of the home. A Tower card with the Four of Pentacles would usually be some sort of damage that takes place to the outside of the home. So this could be like the facade of the home, but it could just as easily be the garden. No person is being harmed here, all right? So let me make that 100% clear. For the physical health and vitality, the Four of Pentacles is going to be your knees, your bones, your structure, your skeleton. For a lot of you, I would say this is probably, on the more heavier side of things. I would say when it comes to your physical health, this would be a week to maybe lessen the regime. If you're the sort of person that works out 7 days a week, or maybe this week we do 4 or 5. Do you know what I mean? Like, just alleviate the potential. For those of you that, and then for the home, no, I've done the home and environment, I've done physical health and vitality, and I've done your money. Yeah, with that said, I wish you an abundance of all of that good stuff. I am so curious. Let me know in the comments how this shapes up for you. Take care, and I'll see you soon.